Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to finally give this championship a start. Welcome everybody to the Midweek League. And here we find ourselves at round one. We find ourselves at Watkins, Glen. And as I have the pleasure, I will have somebody by my side. A warrior that will join me. Somebody who knows how to get into the top of motorsports. That, ladies and gentlemen, is my color commentator, Christian Mola. Christian Mola, good evening. How are we feeling tonight?
Good evening. It's finally race day. Finally. Took so long.
Oh yeah, it has taken so long. We had the warm-up race at Silverstone last week, but we are finally live with the championship. And as we previously mentioned, we find ourselves at Watkins Glen. There you see a shot of all of the cars in the pit lane momentarily. We are not one, not two, not three, but 35 drivers willing to leave it all out on the track. And we're just a few short seconds away from the start of qualifying. My God almighty, Mr. Mola, things are looking as tight as they can get.
It's a lot of cars on track for today, so it's going to be hectic.
Most definitely, it will be hectic. I think we're going to have a lot of pandemonium. But I don't want to jump into conclusions. We will see how the drivers go. They gave us an amazing, a fantastic warm-up race. And today, we finally give the Midweek League a start. We're just waiting for the last couple of drivers to go into the pit lane. And therefore, it will be time to start things out. Man, I cannot wait for qualifying. Of course, you're going to get used to how we run things here at Lightspeed Racing. We will go for a track guide once we proceed to the qualifying session. And then, of course, after those 10 or 15 minutes of quali, we will move into the main event, the race, where everybody's going to go all down for it. And we got to talk about this, Mr. Mola. Watkins Glen, an absolute temple of racing. One of my favorite tracks ever. But making an overtaking maneuver in some of these corners is going to go two ways. Either great, or you're going to be on the wall.
Exactly. Especially if you go side by side through that chicane, the outer loop.
Well,
green light, go.
Mr. Mola, we have a race going, and we're moving to qualified. Here we go. Time to finally give this one a start. So, let's go with the first man who has come out. That is Colby Ragsdale. Really nice to see him on the warm-up. Let's see what they can do today. But we also got some great liveries all over the grid, of course. Thank you to Awesome Sim Racing for the opportunity of using their software. And most definitely thank you to SimGrid. They let us host these incredible championships. So, man, what else could you say? Listen, Mola, we're about to move into a track guide. Are you ready to go through the hill, the boot, and everywhere?
Absolutely.
What can you tell us about this track before we start the lap?
T1, you just gotta get the perfect exit. You wanna go slow in and fast out, and then just straight flat out for T2, 3, and 4 until the outer loop, or I think it's called inner loop. I'm not really sure. Just through the chicanes. Don't get too much on the curb, else you're in the wall. And you wanna get a good exit, good entry. I mean, for the turn 5 long right hander. You're gonna be understeering. And yeah, so that's a couple of key points already. T6, pretty easy, pretty straightforward. Same with T7. The exit on T7 is most important because you can lose the car on the exit on the curb. Pretty easy to spin the car actually, especially in Audis and McLarens, like mid-engine cars and rear-engine cars.
Well, Mr. Mola, it's time for the track guide as we're going to turn number 1 to 90. Here we go. Welcome, Rui Airosa, La Paulo Novaes. You gotta love La Paulo Novaes. If we go up the hill into the S's, Great line from Colby Raxdale. Of course, this area is fully flat on the throttle. And now we get into one of the toughest parts of the track. Here we go to the back straight, and now it's time for the inner loop. Here we go, double chicane, fast and lightning, quick speed as we enter the outer loop. Now a big hairpin, massive exit way for everybody to come out, and time to head down the hill as we close in into chute. Fantastic line so far from Colby Raxdale, and of course we get into the most epic part of the track, the toe. We're going through the wood as we speak, and from the toe to the heel. Here we go. Down the hill once again, break at the 100 mark a little earlier, and of course it's going a very tricky, very late apex. Now we head into another hairpin that is going to bring us into the last two corners of the track. Mr. Raxdale taking things very simply. You can see the car sliding up and down, and now, as I said, the last two corners, 290 degrees. Now the right one to finish things off. There you see the pit entry. And time for Raxdale to show us the first time of the championship. He crosses the line, and it's a 44.762. Good lap, and for now, nobody can beat it. A hell of a job from the American driver. Let's check on somebody that showed us real skill on the warm-up, as well as Mr. Raxdale. It is Rock Cups, and right now, this dude is a rocket ship, Mr. Mola.
He's flying, but 44.7 by Raxdale is absolutely insane for his first lap. Knowing him, he's still not gonna be happy with it. He's gonna be looking for at least a low 45. But let's see what Cops can do through the final corner. Good exit. Let's see. There's the finish line.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh my God, that's a 44 dead from Rock Cups. That is a way to smash the top of the board. Here we have Paulo Alex, another Portuguese driver, one of my neighbors, Bacalhau com batata frita, Mr. Moa. You gotta love it. Paulo Alex, let me tell you, Portuguese drivers, they are not the fastest at one single lap, but their consistency is out of the charts. It's insane how consistent all of the Portuguese drivers I know are. Let me tell you, Paulo Alex not looking bad at all. Let's check on some of the other gentlemen on track, and I'm sure you're gonna love to see this person. I know it, Mr. Mola. Look at who it is, Craig Starkey. And let me tell you, those smiley faces, do you think they're gonna stay smiling for the whole race?
They're making me smile at least. Such a good livery. I love it. I love it. And he was in a good mood. Spoke to him earlier. He was in a good mood, so I hope he's not gonna get that ruined today.
Hopefully he won't. You see Starkey going up into 16th. Let's check on Artem Kudasov, one of the Russian drivers. Sorry for confusing the two flags on the warm-up. I think my customer could hear Tony when the stream started. Well, customer, welcome to the party. And you're lucky to have an amazing person attending you as Mr. Howard. There you see Artem Kudasov goes up in a P25. Let's check on another man you love. Eek Liberties. It is Karsten Dorahach. You gotta love it. Right now the Porsche driver exiting the last corner of the track, 8:35 on this qualifying session. As we see, Dorhawk is gonna move nowhere. He's gonna stay on P26, and well,
still personal best though. Still personal best, so
it's not bad. It's not last.
He's giving him like 2/10.
And I gotta tell you, Moa, this is not a 10-minute race. Anything can happen. There are so many certain situations that can happen that you can never count yourself off the ride, brother. You gotta keep your eyes open, because at one specific millisecond, everything can change. There you see Luke Sherlock on P17. Let's check on some of the other drivers that are racing. Here you have Paulito Loaiz. Good friend of mine, Mr. Paulo. So good to see him on track. And he is absolutely rocking it now. Trying to get into the top 10. Need a Karsten lap cam. Do you want to get tortured with that? Well, if you ask for it, I will give it to you once he comes out of the pit lane. For now, he's still standing. Let's check on, of course, the cousin. It's Eto Kops, Slovenian driver. This time around, I got it. Of course, Rock on the Ferrari. Eto on the BMW. Let's see how it works for him. I gotta tell you, right now, this dude is on the hunt. There you see a cockpit view of how he's running this last sector as he finishes the heel. Right now in big contention for the lead of the board. For the pole position, 6:45 on the clock. 2 corners to go for Mr. Edo Kops. Misamova, can he get it? Can he go into the lead?
He's losing a couple of tenths in the last 2 corners like that. He lost 2 tenths there, just missing out. But he's gonna have some more laps, and I'm sure he can climb up the ladder.
Well, it'll still be 5. There you see Jacob Vavreka, Czech driver, goes up in a P10. Very good lap. And as you said, I think Edo still has a lot left in him. Let's check on somebody else I'm sure you're going to love. Lightspeed Racing Zone, Ryan Howard. And look at that sweet ass livery. The Ryan Howard Show. Oh, mamacita. I'm ready for it. Let's go on board with the Lexus driver, and let's see if he can get himself at least into the top 20. There you see him, good lines through the heel. Do you think Howard could end up in half grid at least, Mr. Moore?
Yeah, it's to get the final corners right for that. Those are the most important on this lap. So let's see what he does. Going through the second to last corner now. He missed the apex by quite a bit. Let's see last corner. Bit better. Could go more to the outside. And he hit the wall. Yeah, that's not going to be improvement.
That hurt. But look at this. You wanted a lap. I give it to you. Karsten Darhach. There you have him. P34. Let's see if he can get himself at least into the top 20. For now, flat out through the S's and into the back straight we go. Something we need to agree with Mr. Mola. The Porsche, an incredible car for the corners. So this car should be one of the best performing in a track like this. Don't you think so?
And it absolutely is, but gotta keep in mind they nerfed the car to have less corner speed but more top speed. It's losing out a bit in the corners nowadays, but it's still pretty strong.
No, right now it's not doing bad. Full second faster than his best attempt. Unfortunately, that best attempt is 6 seconds off the lead. But hopefully he can get a couple more seconds in this last sector. Let's see what Mr. Darahov can do for now. Second and 1/10 down, and 4 minutes to go on this qualifying session. And now that we see Mr. Darahov trying to finish his lap, I would like to ask you all to share the broadcast with your friends, with your family, because as this is the premiere of the Midweek League Championship, we want to get some people on the party. So if you don't mind, share that thing with your friends. Get everybody on board as we see Darahov is about to cross the finish line. I think that's going to be a 48. It is B35 for Darahov. So
Gain one place and Edge dies. Is improving as well. It was just a couple of tenths up. Now
look at this.
Up by a full second as well.
Yeah,
so it's going to be close between them two.
Look at this son of a gun. Kopsa, my God, just stop it, you alien. 43-3. Oh my God, Kopsa, for the love of Christ, leave some cake for the rest of us. That is next level pace for Rock Kopsa. Is going to send it directly into the pit lane. Job done, and time to rest before we go on the green. Huge lap from Carsten. Yeah, of course. And there you see Marcus Jaba, one of the German drivers we have on track. At the moment driving the Honda, one of the few Hondas in this championship. Mr. Mola, doesn't seem like the Honda's too popular now.
I mean, there are a lot of cars, different brands on this track, on this season. So, love to see that. And he's the only Honda as of now, so he might be the only one who's able to control it. Who knows?
Hopefully, we get some more of them. Shaba looking forward and moving to the top 15, and he does a great lap there from Shaba. Let's check on Laura Hill. She's doing quite all right. Her last lap was a 45.8. Her best a 44.997. She needs a couple tenths to get Ragsdale, and she needs 4 to get into the top 5. So let's see if she can clutch it. We really want to see it as we see the clock ticking 1:25, and lower it goes. I only see 5 people in the stream. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get everybody on board. We want to see you all enjoying the action, so come on. Laura Hill doing a great job so far in this second sector, approaching the last one. The last 2 corners are in front of us. And maybe she has a shot at the top 5 positions, because right now she is nailing every corner in the book. That's a great entry, the exit. Nearly tapping the wall. Hill is gonna cross the line. Laura into P8 she goes. Just a couple tenths off the top 5. Nonetheless, a great effort. And Mr. Mola, we are coming to the end of qualifying. Things are starting to wrap up.
And it's getting closer at the front again. Miladinovic and Zaristo are both gaining on Cops. You said that 43.3. Absolute alien lap.
Wow, Saristo into P2. The finish man sees through. That's what the Finnish say. Courage to leave it all on the track. Miladinovic, another Slovenian driver. Let's see if he can get himself into the top 3. Right now he would, because he's only 0.02 of a second behind Colby Ragsdale. All he has to do is finish this lap, and the goal is there. Unfortunately, he has a couple cars in front, one of them being Mr. Darahawk himself. Oh, he nearly loses it. No, he does. Smash on the wall. And now time for the last corner for Miladinovic. Oh my Lord almighty, another car flying, now coming into the pit lane. Mitja Miladinovic, can he make it? Indeed he can. And he goes into P2. What an incredible attempt. And Mr. Mola, we see people drop in to the pit lane. The checker flag is out, and just a couple drivers on track left.
We still got Nico Adamis, P25. He's up by nearly 8 tenths, and he got a slipstream off a Beamer as well. So he might jump up some positions, at least to P15 maybe, if he gets the last 2 corners right again.
Let's see if he can nail them both. That's not bad for the first one. Can he do the same on the second one? Mr. Adamist, that is a hell of an exit. Maybe he has a shot. Adamist crosses the line, and that is a P14. Hell of a job. And now, of course, I gotta tell you, there you see the onboard of Mr. Adamist. There you see him just relaxing, having a good time. And we're gonna move into the grid. Man, that was as exciting as it can get. And I gotta tell you, Mr. Mola, it is time to rock and roll here at the first round of the Midweek League. Are you ready for what's about to happen?
I am ready.
Are you ready?
I am ready.
Well,
I cannot wait. It's 2 minutes until the session starts, and then it's a formation lab, which also takes like 2 minutes, and I'm
yeah.
here like shaking already.
I love it. I love the intensity. Well, before we go into the Rit Walk, I want to see y'all sharing that link with your friends and family. As I said, I want to see some more people in here. So come on, I see 7 people. Let's get some more. I'm going to share the link myself everywhere I can. And hopefully we'll get some more peeps watching us. But before we do that, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the grid walk. And my God, this is a packed grid, Mr. Mola. So let's just not wait anymore. At the top, there you see in the first line is going to be Rock Cops with a fantastic pole position. Side by side with him is going to be Midja Miladinovic. What a lap from the Slovenian, clutching at the last moment possible. And then we have Oscar Saristo, Mr. Raxdale, Peter Sweem, Aleman, Kolderman, Van der Struis, Raxdale, and Hill for the top 10. Elo Cops, Pavsek, Babreka, 8 Mist, Popov, Portland, Shaba, Tikna, Lewandowski, and Mikulik for the top 20. For the top 30, we have nothing more, nothing less than Carlo, Dosario Eos, Sherlock, Novaes, Krajja, Sherlock, Paula, Paulo Alex, then Ryan Howard, Shane Broad, and Stefano Furlan. And for the rest, we have Starkey, Filipov, Reinhardt, Van Zyl, Artem Kutuzov, Thomas Hedgehog, Carson Darahach, Craig Gallagher, and Zach Somerville. Ladies and gentlemen, these are our 39 drivers. There you see the full pack, and there you see the full track here at the American land of Watkins Glen. We are ready to rock and roll. So let's just go for a formation lap. It's on its way.
Well, T1. Do you think we're gonna see a crash in T1, or do you think they're gonna wait till the chicane coming
They're
up?
going to wait to loop, I think. I don't think we're going to see a crash on turn 1.
Well, let's hope it's gonna stay clean and no one has his race ruined today.
Man, I gotta
Especially
tell you,
first round, you don't want that.
I hope not. I hope we don't get any crashes. If we don't, this is going to be a huge step up for the league, because that is going to clearly show how clean the drivers are, and that's just going to bring more people on it.
Well, we saw a pretty good race at Silverstone, pretty clean. Drivers leaving a lot of space for each other. So I'm hoping that they are gonna get through lap 1 cleanly.
Look at that. Up to box stop. Be carnage. Smiley, smiley, smiley. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to leave you with Christian Mola for a couple of corners, because I'm sure he wants to give us some tips of how to start a race here at Watkins Glen. So, Mr. Mola, take it away.
All right. How to Start a Race 101 by Christian Müller. Obviously, you want to have the best reaction time when the green lights come out and give your opponent absolutely no chance of catching you into T1. People are going to start from the outside. Gotta be careful, you can get pushed out quite a lot, but I can also give you some better exit speed for turn 2 until the inner loop. So it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting to see how people react. If you're starting from the back, just take it careful. That's the best advice you can give someone starting down the grid. And we're slowly coming up to the finish line. We're still in sector 2 right now. And just once again, thank you for the deliveries well, for the possibility to have some amazing looking liveries in this championship provided by Awesome Sim Racing. They're gonna make that. They're making that possible, and also for SimGrid for organizing these races and championships.
Isn't that wonderful? A big thank you to our lovely sponsors that are making this championship possible. Not only this, we got a lot more stuff packed up for all of you. Only 2 corners to start this championship off. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to rock and roll. And of course, if you want to support Lightspeed Racing, you can go into our Patreon and have a kind donation to us. Of course, it's not mandatory. You only do that if you want to. We never would tell you, would oblige you to do that. But if you want to help the cause, that means the world too. So I gotta tell you, things are about to start. It's gonna be Kopsolini from Miladinovic, Sarisa, Raxio, Weem, Aleman, Colemans, there's Struis, Raxio, Kops, Hill, Pavsek, Pavleka, Edimis, Popa, Furlan, Shava, Tikno, Lewandowski, Mikuk, Dorazio, Els, Sherlock, Novice, Creature, Sherlock, Baula, Alex, Howard, Broad, Furlan, Filipov, Starkey, and here we go! It's time for the green lights, and it's time to start this one out! Here you see a 3-1 already, for the love of Christ! Turn 1 looking very clean so far. Everybody coming through nicely. I'm about to have a live pandemonium. Absolute carnage at the back. Look at that. The ping pong. The domino effect. And the problem is, we need to go live, because it is not just that, it's time for the inner loop. Cars sliding around, 2 cars out of the way. No crashes to be seen just yet, my God almighty. It is as close as they can get. We'll check on the mid-pack, and things seem to still be clear. Somebody cutting the inner loop, not being able to break in time. Man, what a start. Well, that wasn't as much as I expected it to be, so pretty clean. There you see Saristo now trying to make a move on Miladinovic, but that's not gonna happen just yet. We got Van der Struis and Alaman side by side. Van der Struis still trying to keep the inside line. Fantastic line there from the Mercedes driver. He's going to be able to hold himself up in P5 at least for a little longer. There you see the whole train coming through. Laura Hill suffering a little bit from the pressure from Jacob Avreka. Still side by side. Hill has the chance to close the door. And everybody keeps on going. Mr. Mola, what a start. I think it was very clean considering what could have happened.
Very clean, and we both got it all wrong. We said there's going to be carnage into the chicanes, but it's actually been T1.
Yeah. And it wasn't that much, only 4 cars involved. There you see Babreka and Laura Hill nearly side by side. My God, nearly contact there. Jacob Babreka bringing the car at last, and he's able to survive. Here we go up the hill into the essence. Look at the 4-man pack being led by Laura Hill, and at the back is Ryan Sherlock. Let's see who's going to come out the victor there. We also need to check at the front because Jill Solomon and Thomas van der Struis still on the side. There you see through the end of the loop. What a move on the inside from Jill Solomon. That was insane. What a fantastic move from the Swiss Superman, making things clear and smashing the table, putting dominance on the board. What a move! There you see my giant corner man and Thomas van der Struis. Van der Struis now has lost a little bit of focus after that move. Colby Raxio and Nina Kops looking behind, waiting for a mistake, waiting for the moment to slide by Mr. Mola. What a move there on the inner loop, and we need to go into the mid pack because look at how close it's getting here. It's packed on the boot.
Absolutely amazing overtake. Absolutely amazing. I couldn't have done it myself. That's incredible. But respect to his opponent, he must give, because he could have shut the door. He could have taken him out.
Yeah, that's true. That is very true indeed. Going a little dirtier. Buddy Wilson, we have the cleanest drivers out there, and that is not fiction. That is facts. There you see Oscar Sanisto, the finish man, trying to make a move on Miladinovic. They are very close to one another, but Rob Cobbs once again flying. Let's check on the cousin, because he doesn't get the best exit out of 90, out of the first turn. He would go up the hill into the S's, the whole part coming through. This pack being led by Jordan Petersveen. And from there we go down to P10. How close this is. This is just beautiful. There you see Kyle Raxel making a move on Nico Aidmist. Here we see Mr. Aidmist having a little bit of a struggle behind, side by side. Oh, yo, 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 yo. Nearly contact there. What a time on the inside from the BMW Better Cobbs, who still tries to get Raxel. Can he close the door as we go down the hill into Jude? It looks like Raxel is going to give it up. Cobbs with a fantastic move there. Let's check on the middle of the pack as we see Declan Baula trying to make a move on Pardon of Ice and Luke Sherlock, who right now are side by side. Shoot has been completed, and now we go into the boot. Mr. Mola, action-packed start, only 5 minutes in, and my God, I want 24 more hours of this. This is incredible. Baula makes a move, sorry. On Luke Sherlock, fantastic racing.
Seeing some amazing overtakes, and we're seeing some people trying to recover from the start. We got Hill, she lost like 7 places at the start. Nico gaining some, and both exits losing also 4 and 3 positions. They didn't have a great time at the start.
Well,
and then trying to get back.
Sorry, Mr. Mola.
I just said they're trying to get back, obviously, because they know that they can be faster.
Well, look at this, that's a mistake from Meadow Cobbs. He just opens the door, and Kobe Raxel should be able to come through very nicely. Indeed he does. Now, Cobbs being hunted down by Popsik and Raxel. These are the brothers, and the brothers are going to be in war pretty soon. We also need to check on Gilles Alama, but we're going to move back here to the 5-man pack. For now, everybody keeping things as clean as possible. Look at Babreka! Look at Babreka! And Laura Hill nearly! Both of them going on the wall. Great save from both, and Babreka makes the move on the inside of the outer loop. Laura Hill not giving it up. She's looking for a move. She's looking for the gap. She cannot find it just yet. She's going to have to wait a little longer. Nico Aidmist, let's see what has happened to him. Very slow through there. That looks like the grass and the wall indeed.
Just too much throttle on exit, and that's going to put you out into the wall. Right there.
Well, that is very unfortunate to see. The Seattle Cobbs on the inside of Colby Raxel. Oh, and look at how smart he is. He closes the door. He says, hell no. Oh, my God. Rock Kopsa completely spun by himself. What has happened here? Too much steering input and throttle. And that is going to bring Rock Kopsa down massively in the order from first to what I presume will be P16, maybe 17. He's going to left for a run by. Wow, that is so unfortunate, and that mistake has just cost him a lot. And let's be honest, Mr. Mola, it could have easily cost him the race.
He was in an absolute dangerous spot right there. Great on the other drivers to avoid him. His tire is going to be cooked now, so his pace is going to be dropping off for the next, I'd say, 10 to 20 minutes, depending on how long it goes.
Sorry to interrupt you. Paulo Alex and Paulo Novaes come into contact. The Portuguese drivers collide. We're out. Sorry. Continue, Mr. Mola.
Almost done. Nah. T1. Moving to T1, always dangerous. It's a weird corner because of the like it goes downhill, like little part. Don't know what it's called in English. Yeah, you want to keep it clean.
Indeed, you do want to keep it clean. There we go. With a Swiss driver, with Gilles Salomon. What a race he has given us already. He started in 6th. He's now in 4th. And It's looking very fast, nearly coming into contact with the shortest Peter Bean. Very close to the second. Babreka and Laura Hill once again side by side. Hill taps the back of Babreka, but Jacob survives. And now it's time for Rob Kopsa to say, hello, I won my victory back. He still has 51 minutes to bring it, but I gotta tell you, he's gonna have to put next level pace. For now, he's the fastest on the track still. 44.1. It has been his fastest time, let me tell you that. It's just insane the fact that he made a better lap here than on qualifying. Jesus Christ almighty.
But look at Laura here, I think.
Yeah.
Not cop, yeah. She's
Not
coming
fighting
back.
him. Not fighting him. She knows, sorry. He
Yep.
is too quick. I don't think she wants to get involved in any of that. We have a crash in the back. That is Ryan Howard who's coming into the pit lane. We see some pit stops coming. And that is something you talked about at the beginning, and I completely agree with it. Oy, oy, oy. Van der Struijs! Too hard on the inner loop and the rejoin. Bomba.
Yeah, he just absolutely misses the corner and then spins on the curb.
That
Just
has
unsettling the
slowed
car.
a lot of people down. Van der Struijs! Not in the racing line! Not in the racing line! Oh my God! Van der Struijs closes the door, Laura Hill, and pandemonium! Van der Struijs teleports to the pit lane, and that, I am very sorry to say, was a shitty rejoin.
Yeah, and I'm just looking at Laura and Nico Idemis got it as well. They're just slowly driving back.
Yeah, you can see.
Slowly. I think she's having some
Look at
huge
the
damage.
steering damage.
Oh yeah, that's the suspension gone. That's gonna be like 2 or 3 minutes. Oh, if she can get back there even. She's gonna be saving 3-4 minutes probably.
Oh yeah, she's gonna take a while. That is for sure. Let's check on Peter's beam and Gilles Solomon again. Aleman making another move, going up into P3. What a race this man is giving us. Colby Raxel is also coming into the pit lane. I want to check on Ron Kopsa because he has already made another move now into Jacob Babreka. He goes up into P11. Things looking very, very good for the Slovenian driver. Let's go back now with Saristo and Mitja Biladinovic. The Finnish and the Slovenian leaving it all out there, trying to pull away from Alema and Peter Scream. Right now, both of them 6 seconds ahead of the Porsche driver, which are great news, and I think this is perfect for these two drivers. Instead of forcing overtakes within one another, just help each other to build a gap, and then you know the race is going to be only contested between two people instead of 5 or whatever the number might be. Pascal Reinhardt having an issue on the outer loop. And you see, look, Sherlock nearly trying to move on Ryan. Woo. What a race, Laura Hill right now in the pit lane. There you see. Well, now you see many cars in the pit lane indeed, if he wants to let me do it. The 3 and 4 now Hill. She's gonna stop. We have an incident. See if I can check it. Babreka's completely spun around. Woo, that has been contact.
I think. Wasn't it on his own?
No,
I think he spun on the grass.
Really, it looked like somebody punted him because there was another car on the grass. So that looked very weird, unfortunately.
Knowing the Audi, you get a lot of understeer on exit there, and sometimes you hit the grass and just spin. Just a passenger at that point then.
That's true though, yeah, that is completely true. Sherlock now, side by side. Sherlock coming into the pit lane. But, there you see, some more side by side action. It's Sherlock and Starkey. Man, Starkey, what a job he has done already, yeah? He started 31st, he's already 15th, of course. Lots of people have pitted. And we're not talking about 1 or 2, we're talking about around 10. Gentlemen.
I'm telling you, delivery is giving him five places.
It's working. It's working on full effect. We need to go back with Oscar Saristo and Mitja Miladinovic. It's 9 seconds now between these two gentlemen and Gilles Allemand. What a job these two are doing. It is seriously unbelievable.
Still gaining 2/10 per lap, so Allemann wants to get a move on now, as he can't catch him, and it's gonna. He might be happy with his podium, but I'm sure he's saying to himself like, I want to get that P2 and P1.
So, think about this. I want to put it on the bigger screen. Just a few short seconds. Look at this. There you see the triangle. That is the leader, and he's already catching some traffic. Those are not good news. I feel he's going to find the next two cars at around the outer loop or choose. We will see. But yeah, traffic's starting to be a trouble, big trouble for the guys at the front. Another man that we haven't talked about, man, Zach Summerhill. What a splendid job he has done. If I'm not mistaken, he started dead last at 39th. He's already 17th, and he's looking forward to making over Georgi Filipov. Can he make it happen? It's just a matter of time, so we can see. Now,
He's gonna wait for the straight.
Yeah.
Gonna wait for the straight to get him. Oh, look at it!
Done.
You got a better exit, and might even get him up the hill already. On the outside, get a lot of understeer, but the Ferrari should have better top speed.
Yeah, but he is ahead now. Yeah.
He's
not committing side by side, and I can tell you that is a very wise choice. I want to go forward back with the Rock Hobson. My God, he's already P10. And he has already caught up to Kyle Ragsdale. Seriously, Kopsa on a league of his own. I'm even losing my voice for this big boy. You can see Ragsdale does not want to get into the business. He's just going to let it go. Too much respect between these two drivers. I got to tell you what.
You saw that Cops is at least a second quicker every lap now, and it's just smarter to let him go and not lose any more time fighting him.
Yeah, at the end, that doesn't make sense at all, to be honest. Why would you hold up somebody? At the end, you're going to slow yourself down.
Exactly. But Cops got to be careful. He spun, so his tires were pretty hot. They're properly used now, and he's pushing and pushing and pushing. He's doing high 44s right now.
We're having a little bit of a spin there from Colby Ragsdale. And we got ourselves a big penalty, and that goes for Mabreca. Stop and go penalty of 30 seconds, speeding in the pit lane. That is not what you want to do. That is a big mistake, and that is going to cost him every single chance at this race. Tom Hedja with a very bad line through the last corner. And there you see him trying to bring it back to Karsten Dorhag up in P22. Good job indeed. Ladies and gentlemen in the chat, let us know, who do you think is going to win this race so far? Who are your favorites? Let us see it. Paulo Alex! Paulo Alex! Wow! That is what you call aggressive, and I want to take a replay of that. Because there you see, he doesn't even wait twice. The other car was turning already, but he didn't give an absolute ass. He just goes through and makes the move. A little forced, in my opinion, but it makes it work. There you see Edo Cobbs, the cousin, right now catching Jordan Speeder's feet. And we got an incident. Paulo Alex now, a mistake. Very slow there through chute. What has happened? He did not know. I think he understood that he made a very aggressive move and he let them back. Look at that, he's flashing the lights. Hey,
fair enough.
That is a challenge.
Fair move. And Cobbs going for the move on Ream, and he got passed into T1.
Wow. Can he bring it back though? That's the question. Do you think he can make the move back, Mr. Mola?
Knowing the Audi doesn't have the best top speed anymore, unfortunately, but in the slipstream, of course, could have a chance.
Let's see. We also have the leader, Mitja Miladinovic, still fighting. What has happened? to Peter's beam because he has dropped the position. The entry is good. Oh, that's too fast. That is too fast for Jordy's Peter's beam. And he's going to drop a position Filippov in the pit lane. And fights are starting to calm down momentarily. There you see Prokop's already makes a move on Vladimir Popov. And the man keeps getting up the ladder. 41 minutes to go. Right now, tell me.
I can tell you the fight is not over for P1. They're just going. There's a difference between like 0.3, 0.4 of a second. They are not giving each other any room to play.
I think this is bad for both of them because the more they fight, the more time they're going to lose. And
yeah, only 4 cars.
Mr. Kopsa, we got a crash. Pascal Reinhardt, top of the grass. He didn't hit the wall. Wow, that's a good save.
It's safe.
Okay, he got it. He got it.
He's got to work on you can just set a TC0 and just go spinning around.
Come on, bro. Don't be harsh on him. Look at this. Traffic. Oh, there has been a punt. There has been a punt. So, man, this is a gentleman right there. That is a gentleman. Saristo knew he couldn't do too much. He unfortunately hit Miladinovic. And he is slowed down, and I suppose he's going to give the position back. Man, that's nice. That's sportsmanship.
He's going to do it first.
He looked like he was going to leave the position back. And I think he's going to do it now. Look at that. Hey, man, I love this mother cracking championship. Respect at his best. And there you have him. We're human. We make mistakes. But at least we know we did wrong and we try to improve. That is the mentality we love here at Lightspeed Racing. Fast as hell, rock and rolling, and very respectful, dude. This championship is amazing. I love it.
And it just goes to show they love to fight. They love to fight. They want to keep it going. Saristo is not saying, good luck back there, mate. He's just saying, hey, come on through. That was a mistake by me. I'm sorry, mate. And let's keep going with this.
Isn't that lovely? Well, that just gave Gilles Allemand an absolutely fantastic chance. And there you see it's already at the tail of Stanislav in Miladinovic. What is going to happen here? Nothing but pure crazy, incredible racing. We got a yellow flag. That is Joseph Mikluik. And that is going to get in the way of the leaders once again. Saristo, great line through the outer loop. And here we go once again into Chu. What a drive from these two gentlemen. Saristo! 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 Again! We're going to take an onboard view. He didn't expect Miladinovic braking that early. And by the time he went on the brakes, that was a goodbye. Right, what the hell has happened there? Miladinovic again on the wall. Oh no! He is severely damaged. Those are not good news. Oh my God, he has spawned again! Don't get in the racing line! See? Yeah.
He's fuming. He's fuming. He can't control the car anymore. He's fuming right now.
But the problem is he's slowing everybody down, and that's something you do not want to do. Poor Miladinovic. He wants to bring it back into the pit lane. I want to go on board. Let's see. Oh, yeah, look. Hear the engine. Good save from Miladinovic. But again, this is dangerous. It's coming into the pit lane now. Whew. I got to tell you, it's not going to be too happy because that's the second punt. We'll go back into the lead. Saristo in element now. I think Saristo didn't see the early braking coming. didn't have too much time to react.
I think that one is going to be up to the stewards to decide, because that was a bit of a weird move by Miladinovic. He was going left, then right again. Maybe he confused Saristo as well.
Backend's not connected? Well, my screen it did. So maybe it's the spectator. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe there's a little bit of net code in there. We do not know. But one thing is for sure. Miladinovic' chances at winning this race just shrunk big time. Right now, not a lot of gentlemen fighting for a position. Here we have Andrea Forlan. Viva Italia catching the Clown Bowler. Well, of course, you can see top 21 remaining to serve that pit stop. Sherlock Miladinovic doing it right now. Christian, you are one of the stewards. Ducat absolutely smashed there. Live. Mr. Spencer Howard, there you have it. Need a bit more.
Yeah.
They got you.
I'm hoping not to want to decide the crash between Saristo and Miladinovic, because that one's gonna be a hard one. There's gonna be more people involved in that.
Did you say Saristo or Chorizo? Because Chorizo's me. It sounds like Chorizo, eh? Ladies and gentlemen, did you say Saristo or Chorizo? Vote in the chat. We want to hear it from you. I gotta tell you, we're about to go into halfway point. What a blast we are having right now. And there you see.
Aleman in the chicane.
Oh, we need to see it. We need to see the rejoin. Oh my God.
Close.
Did he hit the wall? No. But holy effing beep, that was another really bad rejoin. Oh my God, that scared the living hell out of me. And there you see Kyle Raxdale, as we were seeing, fighting with Vladimir Popov. There you see Raxdale, America. Yeah, coming to save the mother cracking day. Yeah, he wants to bring it back. USA, USA. He wants to bring the proud to the Americans. Right now, a P9 doing a hell of a job. On the top 10, we need to go with Paulo, Alex, and Craig Starkey. Trading some good moves here and there. Seems like things are calming down here in Samoa. Finally, a little bit of calm after the storm. What a blast we are having. It is incredible.
Absolutely, and if you remember back to Silverstone, we had a bit of a low time, I guess, there as well, and it came absolutely back in the last 10 to 15 minutes. Aleman, is that a move for P1? My seems right.
No, just not Saristo.
Ah, okay, he's absolutely dive bombed. Sorry.
Well, you know.
Got confused there. Jeez. And I just want to give a shout out to Samuel. He's P13, starting P39. He gained 26 positions. He hasn't done his pit stop yet, but still an absolutely amazing job keeping it clean and gaining those positions, 3 positions for him.
You know, I gotta tell you something. Aleman, great driver. Oh my God, you are a weeaboo. I don't like that. You know my past. I don't like weeaboos. Mr. Mola. There you see Raxdale. Konnichiwa. Nani. Trying to go for Vladimir Popov. Are you a weeaboo, Mr. Mola?
No, not really.
You don't like that Oni-chan? You don't like that stuff?
At least you got a stay safe, darling sticker on the rear of that Porsche.
You are scaring the living hell out of me. I'm not going to talk about this anymore. Stefano Forlan going for Artem Kutuzov. 32 minutes to go. What a blast we have had. 30 degrees on the track. Optimal state. It's full of grip for the driver to use. Dora Hawk now in the pit lane. Let's see where he comes out. The gap's building up massively. But I want to go to the man you and I know. Look at that. Rob Kopsa. He's already P6 and looks forward to be P5. Just a nick of time. Let's see if he can clutch it for now. Not bad at all on the inside. Hello! And side by side still Peter's Beam trying to survive the beast. But the beast prevails for the moment being. As we go through the S's, Cops is still ahead. Peter's Beam super close. You know, the only could go for a dive, but he doesn't seem like he's looking for it. So here we go. Inner loop. Man, I think that was the only mistake we saw from Kopsa, and from there on, no mistakes whatsoever. Absolute perfection from the Slovenian driver. The see Kyle Raxdale and Vladimir Popov still going at it. Let's check also in the back. We got Nico Aitmist and Oliver Kragen going at it for P28. Coming into the pit lane. Things are starting to calm down, big boy.
And Miladinovic is still in the pits. I think he's done. I think he's done for the race. Oh, he had that much damage that he's got to wait like 5-6 minutes.
Yeah, but 5-6 minutes have already been gone, so I think he's saying goodbye. Or that's how it's looking. Like he is not going to come out again. Hopefully he does. What a hell of a race he was doing, man. It's a shame to see it end just like this. You see Raxel again very close to Vladimir Popov. Cops are coming into the pit lane. Let's see if some of the gentlemen behind him are going to answer. You can see the Cousins go in. And everybody is reacting to this move from the Cousins. Popov as well. You gotta love it. Rob Cops to win this. In this duel's room. Oh. Very tense there. I like it. They got a favorite. The rest of the chat, ladies and gentlemen, let us know, who do you think can take the cake? We want to know. There you see Saristo still in the lead, 7 seconds ahead of Gilles Salama. More gentlemen coming into the pit lane. There are 33 drivers on track. We've had 6 retirements after many incidents. We're now at halfway point, only 21 minutes remaining for the pit window to close. And now in the second half, I think it's going to happen sort of like the same that happened in Silverstone. We're going to have 15 minutes of calm, and then we're going to go back to pure rage mode. There you see Stefano Furlan once again trying to come for Artem Kurasov. What's going to happen here? Up the hill we go into the S's with the Italian stallion. Furlan wants to make a move. Let's see if he can succeed at doing so. He's 3/10 behind Kurasov as we speak. Saristo is coming into the pit lane. Mr. Moa. And I feel most people should answer to this right now.
Say again, sorry?
Saristo is in the pit lane, so I feel like everybody should follow him. But nobody is right now.
Maybe Aleman knows he's quick on his current tires, and he's gonna try to do an overcut. He's in a slipstream of a Ferrari, lap down Ferrari. Who knows? He might have the speed for it.
No, please get.
Also looking at Coderman. Also gained 5 positions, started P7 currently. P2 is gaining from those early accidents between the leaders. We also got Bowler 21 places up from his starting position. As I switched him, he almost lost it right there.
Yeah. And I gotta tell you, Kodasov, we haven't talked a lot about him. He has gained 24 positions since the start. Right hard. A little bit of pandemonium here, a little bit of pandemonium there. That is very twitchy. That's a drift. And that, oh no. That is very unfortunate. Paolo couldn't do too much. Look at Laura Hill also involved in this. Yes.
Egloff cars.
And there you see the fight for P10. And the Cops has finally made the move on Thomas Bobstack. Bro, it is in the pit lane. 26:30 to go. And we only have what I think.
Kudasov going for the move. Wow.
Oh, yeah, look at
Into
that.
the chicane.
Woo.
That was brave. Brave on the brakes.
Man. Well, you know, that's sort of the power of the Audi. The fact that you can dive like nothing else. There you see Gilles Allemand coming into the pit lane. I want to take a look at Mr. Saristo. Very easy right now on track.
Sek is in the wall. If you want to have a look at
Check
that,
it.
he just understeered in the left hand.
Oh, yeah, look at that. No way to bring it back. Well, I want to see Mr. Saristo. He hasn't finished the lap yet. Allemand, of course, not moving. Let's see how the gap is going to end up once Allemand comes out of the pit lane. Somerville also coming in. Saristo already crossing the line, and Allemand is starting to move. The gap is going to be around 6 to 7 seconds, I presume. We will see. We're going to go back with the pack because it's Van Zyl, Pascal Reinhardt, Nico Aitmist, and Thomas Hedgeshot. A four-man bout for P25, and it's looking very interesting. Summer and Starkey both in the pit lane. So now it's just a few drivers remaining to do so. But Mr. Moa, still 25 minutes to go. Anything can happen. And let's see how things are going to turn out for the drivers at the top. Starkey now moving out. There you see the four-man pack staying strong. Very close to Van Zyl. Aitmist and Hedgeshot staying quite close as well as we go through the hairpin. Careful with this exit, very tricky indeed. And Mr. Mola, as I said, things right now very calm down. It seems like it's taking a different turn than what we saw at the warm-ups at Silverstone.
I'm not sure. There are some battles evolving right now, especially at the back. I'm looking at Laura Hill right now. For P29, P28 now as cars leaving the pits still, and it's still close. It's still exciting to see some of these battles, and you never know that a lot of people already made small mistakes, but they ended up having a huge effect on their race.
Well, there you see Luke Sherlock trying to go for the smiley man. Greg Starkey, P16, man, that is insane. What a hell of a job. And of course, we are waiting for the Sovereign for Man to come in. For the Sovereign right now, the man who was getting the most position from the start. Things are going to turn differently for Lan. Now, coming into the pit lane. So just 6 drivers remaining to go in. 1 to 5 and then resolve down to P10. Let's check out Luke Sherlock and Craig Starkey again getting close to one another. Man, seriously, these 40 minutes have been insanity. Everything that we've seen, full of passion, full of hard racing. Man, I am a fan of Lightspeed Racing, and that is just a fact, baby.
And I'm a fan of Summerhill in P13, 26 places gained since the start. He's doing fantastic.
There you have it. What a race he's given us. Seriously. It's out of this world how consistent he has been. He hasn't been involved in any single incident. Everything he has done to perfection. Raxel in the pit lane for long without drive-through. Maybe it looks like that has been a little too many off tracks. So you gotta be careful with those. And we are gonna go now with Pavsek and Kudasov. Kudasov should be pitting soon. Only has 14 minutes to come in. So let's see when he decides to finally step it down in the pit lane. Do a little bit of a quick recharge and then go till the end. Furlan still remaining to serve that pit stop, from the drive-through. Pavsek making an easy move. Kutuzov going very wide. I think Kutuzov is starting to lose focus, and I think you would agree with me. This could be a very good moment for him to come into the pit lane.
Exactly. His tire is going to be done after those almost now 40 minutes. But he's going to have some amazing fresh rubber for the last, who knows, 10, 15, 20 minutes. Whenever he decides to come in, he's going to have a little bit of a qualifying session at the end.
Look at this. You wanted to fight. There you have it. Banzil and Adam is trading positions, but not for long. There's Banzil trying to bring it back. My God, they collide. Very close race. You can do it again. A touch. And Adam stays ahead. Now, Banzil feeling the pressure because Reinhardt and Hetja are behind them. How close it is. Furlan, of course, we're still waiting for him to serve the pit stop. Saristo overtaking Andrea Furlan. As you can see, not too hard for Saristo. Bowler coming in. I suppose Andrea Furlan should be doing just the same. Not. He's going to stay out.
He's staying out, yeah. He's got 12 minutes left on the pit window, so he's got to come in soon.
Yeah, but his time don't make sense to stay out.
Yeah, he's quickly.
Sorry?
Exactly, he's 1.5 seconds slower than his best lap time right now. He's losing time. He's losing time to everybody.
It's better to just reset, your mindset. Just go clean, back on track. Still 20 minutes, still anything can happen. Rock Hobbs and Edo Cobbs, the cousins, going at it, and I don't think this is going to be too much of a fight between
I think there is.
I don't think so. Hey, look at that. See, he's letting him by.
Yeah, I think they had a little bit of a talk after Silverstone last week, where they when they exited the pits.
Oh yeah,
at the same time, just had a bit of crash.
That is true indeed. But you see, Rob Cobbs is the superior of the two. He did a 43.9. You want me to take my pants down? Jesus Christ. Rob Cobbs. What the hell is wrong with this guy? Faster than his own qualifying lap. What the hell?
I wouldn't know what he did between sessions.
Cocaina. My God, Rob Cobbs. This is seriously something I have never seen in my entire life. How can you do this? The pace he has all throughout. He lost 15 positions, 16 to be exact. Once he spun, he is back at P7 on his own pace. And do not count him out yet, because Furlan, Peter's Beam, and Quarterman are remaining to go into the pit lane. If he gets a podium, Jesus Christ, this man is going to be unstoppable. I need to check on somebody, Mr. Mola. That is P24. Stefano, this is the last lap to serve the drive-thru. And if he forgets about that, you know what that means? Huh?
I have an SC40 or disqualification.
Oh yeah, that is gonna be a DQ. So hopefully Stefano, if you're listening to me, io sono un ragazzo della mia Italia. Tu sei go into the pit lane. Por favor. Por favore. The pit lane. There you see Raxel now being held up by traffic. This is great for Rob Cobbs, who's just looking out prey and looking forward to hunt him down. There you see the two men are very close to one another. Slovenia versus the States. And you can see it's not going to take too long. Rob Cobbs makes another move. And Edo Cobbs says, hey, thank you for opening the door, cousin. I'm going through as well. Raxel loses 2-1. Now, Allemand and Andrea Furlan getting quite close to one another. Keep in mind, right now, Rock Cobbs is in contention for P3. You tell me if that is not insane. Wow.
He's on an absolute mission after his spin, and his position's amazing drive.
There you see Furlan and Allemand going at it once again. 16:35 as we see the Swiss Superman dive No problems whatsoever. Hello and goodbye. As move done. Let's check on Vladimir Popov. He's fighting with Artem Kutuzov. And let's see how this one's going to go. We forgot about Kutuzov. He still has to pit. Only 850 to do so. And to be honest with you, he should definitely be coming in now. He's using a lot of time. But he's going to stay out.
Oh, he's still saying, oh, wow.
I don't
He's still a
agree.
good exit there.
I don't agree with his tactics, eh?
I mean, I know the Audi in and out. It's my main car, and I can tell you, his tires are going to be screaming at him right now.
That is most definitely. There you see Quarterman coming in. Alama losing the position to Forlan. What happened there? I think he went a little... Oh, slide. That's a hit on the wall. Oh, this is not good. Hopefully he doesn't have too much damage. Because the way he hit the wall, that could have damaged the steering. And that could be big issues for the Porsche driver, but he looks like he's just fine. And there you see him trying to catch Forlan once again. As we previously said, this shouldn't be too much of an issue because Forlan is struggling to keep up with the leader's space. But nonetheless, you gotta give this guy credit. He started in P16, still staying strong. But of course, once he comes into the pit lane, he will drop some positions down. You see Popov and Kutuzov again, trading back and forth. Quarterman coming out already. Quarterman is already out. Well, I gotta tell you, what a hell of a job, because right now, it's Quarterman and Saristo for the lead. What can happen here? Petersman, of course, having to pit. If they have an incident, this can turn the tables for both drivers. My God, you wanted excitement, ladies and gentlemen. Well, here you have it at Light Speed Racing with the Midweek League. What a blast we're having. Only 14 minutes to go. Quarterman now needs to push like a maniac and try to catch Oscar Saristo if he wants to have a shot at the lead, of course. This would be a provisional results in case we have reports after the race. We'll see how that goes. But for now, Saristos would be very comfortable to make a move and therefore get the first victory of the championship on his hands. What a race from Saristo, and what a race from Quarterman as well, huh?
Do you think he has changed tires? I think there's been some strategy
I think he
behind
has.
this move. I think he hasn't as well, yeah. Because he wasn't that close.
Yeah. He came out too quickly. I think he didn't get any tires. Just got a splash and dash. And let's rock and roll, big boy. Remember, Nizamola, Kutuzov, Forlan, and Peterswing remaining to go into the pit lane. I suppose Peterswing is going to come next lap. He's only going to have 3 more shots to do so. And let's give some TV time to this dude. Because seriously, even though we had the 2 incidents between himself and Miladinovic, he deserves some credit for how an amazing race he has been doing so far. Right? Incredible.
And consistency is key once again, not speed. But it's going to be interesting what these stewards might decide on those contacts. So you never know. You never know. He might finish a bit lower than he wants now.
Yeah, you know, that is true. Forlan now having a little bit of an issue through the inner loop. Let's go with Peter Ween because he's about to finish the lap. He has to come in now. I don't think it's worth it to wait any longer. He's putting 47s, 3 seconds slower. And Oscar Saristo is going to lose his position. Right now, the only man driving 47 are people below him. So if I was Jordy's, I would come in. Well, hey, he is not going to do it. He's going to stay out once again. I gotta tell you.
I think he read the rule book as well and says like, oh, I don't need to change tires. I'm gonna do a splash and dash and try and be fast on those tires at the end.
Well, it can cost him the whole race if he makes a mistake. Eh? It's risky. It is risky
Exactly.
indeed, as you see. Georgie Filipov making a mistake, so Colby Rexdale goes up. In a P17, let's go with Luke Sherlock and Shane Broad. A good fight here between the Audi and the McLaren drivers. Kurtisov for land. Remaining to bid, as you see, Sherlock on the wall.
And
Woo.
that could be some suspension damage as well.
Oh yeah,
Hit the wall right hard.
the lateral damage must be pretty high. Let's go back to Copson because he has already caught up to Andrea Verlan. You can see this one isn't going to be too much of a fight either. 3 minutes to go. This lap and the next one for the two drivers remaining to come in to finally serve their pit stop. Rokopsa looking forward to make a move on Andrea Forlan. As you can say, see, I don't think he's going to put too much of a challenge. Just lets Rokkops by. Well, this would be position P4 for Rokkops. Can he make 6 seconds in 10 minutes? Hey, that's a challenge. Do you think he can get
Definitely
to
has the
Jerusalem?
speed. He definitely has the speed. He's shown it over the last 50 minutes. What happened to him? So he can definitely catch up, and then we're gonna have a huge battle for P4.
Well, this is risking it to the limit. Peter Sveem is gonna pit this lap. And same goes for Forlan and Kudasov. Well, Forlan is remaining to come in. He made a mistake. I would go in now. I wouldn't wait. I really wouldn't wait. He looks like he's finally gonna come in. Indeed he does. There he goes. Into the pit lane, and now I want to go with Kudasov, who's a ways behind. Well, he needs to pit this lap mandatorily. It is factual. If he doesn't pit on this lap, he will have a 130-second penalty, and let me tell you, that is going to be very nice for him after the incredible race he has put on here for all of us. Peter Sveem finishing his last lap on this stint. Have to come in, and then Saristo and Koneman will be ahead of him. If he doesn't change tires, Mr. Mola, maybe he could go for a P3, eh? I gotta tell you, this is great strategy. Risky as hell, but if he makes it work, that is a very nice strategy indeed.
Yeah, that's if he can make it work. That's if his tires can last. That's if Saristo isn't quick enough. And Peter Sveem, is he coming in? Yeah, he's going to the pits now. I'm gonna watch his pit time and see if he changed tires or not. Saristo now in the last corner, he's gonna be definitely ahead by a mile. So it's gonna be interesting to see where he comes out after this pit stop. He might have lost a lot of time to the other drivers who changed tires, but it's around 10 to 15 seconds pit stop. And what did I say? 10 to 15 seconds? That was maybe a 3-second pit stop from Weem. Let's see where he comes out. Allemann's pass, Cops is pass. Both Cops are actually passed. Weem going out of the pits now. Might be side by side. And they are side by side, almost side by side. It's Cops between Weem. Cops obviously having the better exit of T1. It's in the slipstream now. Let's see if the Ferrari is quick enough on the straight line. Weem already going defensive pretty early.
Here we go. No, he's not going to be into the movement yet. That is a big mistake there from Peter Sveem. Welcome to the Racing Channel. So nice to see you here, Mr. J. It's been a long time. There you see Rokopsa and Jordan Peter Sveem going at it for P4 as we start the 7th minute remaining of this race. I gotta tell you, Kopsa has to move the tires. He should be able to make it through. But he's running through, so you can see Peter Sveem closing the door. Lots of action. Do you think Kopsa can make the move up?
I think Weem's tires are gone. You saw already in the corner, he's having way more speed. And he's got to be careful not to hit him in the rear. Audi's sliding.
He's going to go for the outside from Thompson. I like it. That is very good strategy. Look at the speed he's carrying. That is beautiful from Thompson. Can he commit to it? Side by side we go. No. Wait. Let's move along and home from Thompson as we enter.
No!
Kapsa!
Hold the brakes!
Kapsa! Over pushing, two on the girl, left, right, on the wall! Oh my God!
That's
What
a big
way to end this! It's a low volume because I don't want to leave you death. What a switch! What a turn of events! Kupsa goes down into 7th, and now it's going to be Edo. It's going to be the cousin. Can he make the move? Look at that! Just finding the gap! Side by side once again! What's going to happen here? Can Kupsa make it? No, not just yet. Oh my lord.
The pressure that's on Weem right now. He's sweating. He's got to be sweating right now. His tires are. They don't like it. They don't like it at all.
Oof. What a turn of events. So you see the BMW getting the burn speed through the corner. Hey, Jay. It's been a long time, my brother. I'm very happy to see you here. Kupsa trying the inside, putting the pressure on Jordan Spears Weem. Will he be able to survive once again? Will he be able to stand against the Kupsa cousins? 4 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Look at the speed for the BMW. Can he finally make the move? On to the speed of Weem. It's going to be the last corner. Maybe he can get the right exit to make it happen. If not, it's going to be the S's because we know the BMW is faster than the Audi through the stage. You see they are already side by side as they cross the line. It's going to be Jordan Spears Weem. And then it comes to the P4 side by side. Is it going to happen again? Is it going to happen to the cousin? David got that. David got that. And it comes out of the track. For the love of God, they are still side by side. But now Kupsa falls in behind. He's finding the gap. No. He's going to have to wait a little longer. You can see he's going for the snail. Left, right, trying to find a place. Trying to find the gap to finally make it happen. Now they're going to go side by side once again as we approach the inner loop. Is he going to commit to it? I cannot believe it. Nearly coming into contact again with Peter's Weem. Edo Kups. He's meeting the living hell out of Jordan Spears Weem, who wants this position as bad as he can. My God almighty, we're going to choose. Now the Audi trying to close the door, and indeed he does. Good Lord almighty. Kupsa again looking for the outside as we go into the toe. Side by side. Kupsa looking for the rear exit. You can see closing the door the Audi. But this is the time for the BMW side by side once again as we go through the boot. Can Kupsa finally make it? No. Peter's Weem with the better exit, and he's going to close it. No, he's going to have to wait. Traffic could play in the BMW's favor of Edo Kupsa. Can he make it happen? My God, Christian Muller, this is insanity, and we're only 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go.
It's just like we're back in Silverstone again. It's the same situation. It's the same situation again. The last couple of minutes, exciting as the F word. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I wish I could say it. There you see Edo Kupsa back on the hunt. Jordan Spears Weem. Right now he's still leading from a corner man Alaman. And then these two gentlemen, there has been a little bit of a punt there. Kupsa is going to be able to sneak in on the inside. Can he? No, he can. Peter's Weem now closes the door, but he's going to have to open it because now they're side by side once again as we approach the S's. It is still Peter's Weem surviving, but now the BMW has got a different exit. Will he be able to make it happen through the inner loop? 1:53 on the clock. The BMW is definitely ahead. Are we going to have a side by side? No. He's going to let the BMW by. And let's see if Peter Weems can bring it back. There is traffic in front of these two gentlemen. Oh my God. What an ending. And now the lap car is going to be between both drivers. That's going to break everything up. Let's go with Craig Sarkey and Luke Sherlock. P15, that's fine. Georgie Filipov also behind. Ryan Sherlock and Paulo Alex. Look at Paulo Alex, the Portuguese driver. Not going to be able to make a move. And now we are going to go into the last lap of the evening with Oscar Saristo. What a job. What a race. He got involved in a couple of incidents. But nonetheless, what an effort. The Bulls to stay alive for an hour. Let me tell you, that is not easy. There you see Starkey now trying to defend from Georgie Filipov as we approach the inner loop. Oh my God, Starkey! Starkey! That looked a little too aggressive, and it was. Let's take a replay. He wanted to go for the double.
Oh, no vice. Yeah,
Oh.
he spun. He spun. And he's in the wall.
Leaders on final lap.
Oh, look at that, Starkey indeed. On the one of eyes, recovering. Oh no. It went from heaven to hell. Heaven to hell indeed. Saristo nearly being involved in that incident that would have broken his whole race. But at the end, Saristo seems to be the one that is going to survive. And Peter Svimin's in the pit lane. I think he has damage. Oh, that sucks. Can I see it? No, I can't. That's a shame. We were trying to get a replay on what happened to Jordan Peters' team. But unfortunately, we cannot. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this one is wrapped. Just 3 corners to go for Oscar Saristo. What a race! Of course, these are provisional results. As we mentioned, there was a Ferrari spinning. That was Paulo Novaes. And therefore, Langton is fighting with Samuel. But ladies and gentlemen, Oscar Saristo is your race winner for the first round of the Midweek League. What an effort, and he makes it to the checkered. What a race from Saristo.
Amazing drive. But you still gotta remember, controversial incident. So,
We'll see. But let me tell you, nothing controversial about this man. Marjan Koneman. What a race. Seriously, unbelievable. Alaman, also, my hat's off to him. What a race for him as well. Now, Edo Kops is going to cross the line on 4th. Raxdale on 5th. Rock Kops on 6th. Popov and Ballera fighting till the end. This is fight for P8. You see the checkered flag being out, but these two are not going to let it go. There you see near the top side, through the Herpin. Now we're going to the last 2 quarters of the race. It's Popov and Ballera. There you see Popov trying to look for the gap. He's not going to be able to find it just yet. Maybe after this right-hander, can he make it happen? That's a bad exit from Mr. Ballera. Now it's the right-hander. Can Popov make it? He's trying to push in. No. He's going to hit the wall, and it's not going to be enough. Ladies and gentlemen.
now my driver of the day is now in the last corner. Samael. P10.
P10.
After starting P39. Once again, 29 places gained. Amazing.
One of the few men not involved in any incidents. Round of applause for this man. But ladies and gentlemen, it is time to wrap this up. There you have the standings. As we said, provisionally, because we had many incidents. The stewards are going to have to work their asses off. And with this, ladies and gentlemen, we must say goodbye. Thank you very much for accompanying us. And we'll see you next time around. Christian, it has been a pleasure having you here, mate.
It was fun once again, and I'm excited for the next weeks.
Well, my friends, we will see you next week for some more light speed action. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.